Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a little tutorial video on how to play um, Dark Forces XL. Now here's the little thing here. For any of you who remember the original game, it's basically a Doom clone. You go around shooting stormtroopers and stuff. It's a typical Star Wars game, but it had some really nifty little things for the time. Now, because I'm assuming not many of you will be able to run it on Windows 7, as you can see. If any of you have tried, no, a few people I know have tried this and have had real problems getting it to run. First of all, of course, you're going to need to install it to get it even onto your machine. So, unfortunately, I don't have my copy of the disc anymore, so I had to download a disc image off a torrent here, which is a bit naughty, I know, but I don't really know where you can get a copy of the game anymore. So, anyway, the first thing you need to do is to install it. So, yes, right. Brings up a little DOS window now. Make sure you install, custom install. Now, yeah, just you can set it to C dark. Here, you can set it to whatever path you like. I always have it as C dark. So, what you want to do is select everything, making sure, of course, if your disk is broken, sometimes the cutscenes have problems, but this should be okay. So if we continue and it installs, okay. Now you have to you can, or you don't have to set up a sound system, but I always like to have sound, so I set up as general MIDI, digital sound. I've memorized this. It's not that difficult. You can test it if you want back in there, as you might have seen. Okay, so what we do is we don't really care about that. Now we've set the game up. Now if I go my computer, local disk, dark, this is C/dark. Okay, so now if we go to dark, which is the game, we should do this. And then it will not like it, and it will either just freeze like this or it will crash. I'm assuming it's not going to do anything, so what we do is we cancel off it. And what we do is we download a piece of software called DOSBox. Now you can just type this into Google, download it. I'll post a link to it in the video description. This basically opens up a DOS prompt because it's not easy to do it on this. So what we do is this can be quite confusing. What we want to do is to mount. Now that sounds a bit confusing. I know what you're talking. You're thinking disk images and stuff. This is a disk image, of course, but that's not neither here nor there. For this piece of software, you have to mount the game onto the software. So what you want to do is, of course, mount this disk drive here, which is D, which is a virtual drive, but that doesn't matter. You can do it with a proper disk. So what we do is we type mount in block capitals D, which is the name of what we want to call this drive, and then we actually D:, because that is the actual drive. So that's what we're actually calling it, and that's what we're calling it, and that's what it actually is. So then you type a slash, and then because it's a disk, you do dash T, all in lowercase, mind you, space CD-ROM. Now it sometimes says that. It's not important, because what you need to do now is go to the D drive. Go to D drive basically. So there. To actually go to dark.exe, it might let me go straight into it. Right. Okay. It won't let me do it. You have to type CD, which means change directory. So basically, that allows me to go into this and open basically. So then it takes you into this. Then you go into this. Then that's basically now what this is saying. This is where we are now. There is no dark.exe in here, specifically in here. So now what we do is change directory to this folder here, which is dark. So we type in dark. So then, of course, you could just go, but basically that's put us in here. Now, that doesn't matter. You can't run it from here. I've tried it. It doesn't work. For Dark Forces, it's a lot better, if you want to keep your save files, is to go into C drive. So what you now do, pardon me, what you now do is type in mount C slash, okay, then you type in the folder name, which is dark. So we have now C dark. So now what we do is we type in C like that, and we change to C drive. We change from there to there. So we've changed that. You just type in that and it takes you to that drive. Now what we do is type in dark.exe and it'll boot up the program. Now I'll run it in the window. It's good enough. I'm not interested in playing the game, no. I haven't set it up, no. So basically we don't care about that. Now the game is installed. Actually, I'll tell you what, I will show you what the game is like so I can compare it to this game that I want to show you. So we type it in, so we just type in my name, James, okay. Begin mission, yeah, it's a bit laggy, I know. So this is what the game is like. I haven't set it up with the mouse or anything, I've just set it up in its basic. So it's an old Doom-like game, isn't it? The difference is I mean, I haven't got this control set up nicely or at all, but it's quite good. If you've seen my demo of this already that I uploaded, because I'm going to play this at some point. Lovely. Okay, that's just I just wanted to show you what it's like. Okay, so quit to DOS, and then you hit yes. Okay, I'm not interested in that. So you have to hit that to come back out. Unfortunately, you just have to hit the Windows key. So then you close down. Okay, we're not interested in DOSBox anymore. We close that down. Now what you have to do is go onto Google, type in DarkXL into Google, and it shall give you this. And then what you need to do is look through it until you find the downloads page. You download it, and then it might tell you you need this folder here, which you'll find from our website, and I'll also post that in the video description. Basically, installs a DLL file which allows you to record it. So basically, what we now have is the ability to play this. So you need to download this in a zip format. Comes with all this crap, and then I made a shortcut to this onto the desktop. So basically, this is what happens. Now I'm going to have to quickly stitch it onto another video, so I will see you guys in just a sec. Okay guys, so we're back and we're in the actual game now. If you can hear it, the game music is a bit quiet, but that's all good. I'm not bothered about that. So what we do is click launch, and it launches us into the game. Now I can't bother to watch the introduction. Now I've already set up an account on here, so whatever. We remove the agent. It's just to show you what it's like. So we want to make we'll just make the agent James again. Okay, so yes. So we begin the mission. Now you saw what it was like last time. I don't want to play on hard. I'm just showing you what it's like. You saw what it was like last time. Now look what it's like. It's a proper aim around shooter. Now isn't this nice? Look at the ambient lights and stuff coming off items. That's really nice. Now this is it's a bit hard to control. I still have it set up nicely. It looks a lot better like this, I must admit. I mean, obviously this is full screen and stuff, but yeah, this is just to show you what it's like. It's much nicer. You can aim around and stuff, and the ambient lights and stuff are cool. Now, of course, as you can see, the textures have been massively patched. So, go to configuration, just to show you what the game originally looked like. We whack it all the way down there. And that is definitely what it originally looked like. It's a bit... the colouring is a bit off, I must admit. But, unfortunately, you can't use cheats on this game. So, whoops. Oh well, I couldn't get the revive. Never mind. It's not important. Anyway, I just want to show you. Just look at the ambient lights and stuff. Even coming off the gun and stuff, it's very impressive. Anyway, this is just something I wanted to show you as well because it's cool and stuff. I wanted to give you basically a basic introduction to DOSBox and what this game is like and how to install it for those of you who've not been able to get it onto your computer, because I've seen a couple of people having problems. So yeah, that was basically what I wanted to show you. So I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye.